Rico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker. Set to get things started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Crowd gonna throw right away. That's complete. It's taken down. And they'll have it across midfield, now at the opposing 46-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Here we go.
And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Up there, a 13. First down for Houston.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing.
He's got it inside the 5. And he's in. Christian Kirk, touchdown Texans. Now Jamie Fairbairn on for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Wild Card Weekend. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here's Smith to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Throwing right away is Mahomes. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And he is very close to the first down, but a high ball, he is shy of it. They say it's 4th and inches.
Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation on the plus side of the 50. I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. When you get field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points. Mike, I think the way we've seen the NFL going these past couple years is I think all these quarterbacks, they love when the call comes in for the sideline for quarterback sneak. Hey, coach, put the game on my shoulders. With this offensive line, I'm going to pick up this first down, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And a nice gain there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. His first catch in the wild card game, and good for a 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Jalen Petrie up to make the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane close quickly. Here comes 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. He'll get 10 there on the keeper, and that's going to be good for a 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Out to his right. There's a throw right side. Could be incomplete.
You had to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
They'll run with Pacheco. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Y'all got to pump my taste. Y'all can't tell me. 11. 18.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, no more. All right.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up third and long.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
All right.
1 quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. More from Houston coming up in a moment. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins. They've got it facing 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. Hey, south. 18.
To throw is Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jamari Connor. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And 3rd down coming up.
4 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And we all like to see tick on. So bring yourself over here, girl. And let me see you get low. If you want this, do it now. Take it to the
All right.
On 1st down, they'll start with Mixon. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He's got Dell for that one. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
14 yards.
That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick, because that ball is coming.
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. That's seen more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the quick, right?
From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. They get 24 on that one. It's good for a Texans first down.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
Look the hot, look the hot.
On first and 10, here's Stroud. He'll spot his big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Throwing on second down, Stroud. He'll get that out to Mixon. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
That's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Now it is first and goal. Back to throw. Stroud. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Leo Chanel. Past midfield. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Look at the 3 tight ends here on first and 10. Here's a handoff to Pacheco, running left. Good blocking to the 15s. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. A pickup there of 19 yards. And the Chiefs have a first down. That's going to be intercepted. And they will finally get them as he's brought down near the 40-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
From the 39, here's a first and 10.
Why Tony? 11.
Now, Stroud. Downfield, he's got Schultz, the tight end. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
All right.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. They are cooking to begin this drive. This play going for 30 yards. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. They'll go play action with Stroud. That is caught by the tight end. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans are on top. It's 14-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Here's Smith to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. His first catch of the wild card game. And good for a 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire 1st half. And just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. Open down left side is Brown. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. Here's a toss to Pacheco. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That one good for 26 yards.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. And I'll tell you what. You can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear.
To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshon Lattimore. And the Texans will take over at their own 14-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense. The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Tony.
On 2nd down, Stroud. He's back to Schultz. He's got it again. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hey, Sal. Here we go. Let's go. Hey, uno more.
Here's Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. The Texans going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout here. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
11.
On a 2nd down throw for Stroud. in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Look the hot, look the hot. Buggy.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That is caught! And a critical tackle there. We're getting close to scoring. Instead, they get nothing. Time has run out. This first half has come to an end. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. A nice start to the drive. Gain of 10 and a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
A first down throw for Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 49.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's first and 5. Throwing now, Mahomes. And he did a pretty good job there to get back to the line of scrimmage as he's chased out of bounds.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is impossible. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
Here comes second and 4. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And he's into the end zone. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Just a great way to finish off the drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game. And you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here we go. Left.
On first down, it's Stroud. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
from the 41. Here's 2nd down and 4.
Oh, ready. On 18. That's it.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He's got his man. Complete to Dell. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card round. First and 10.
All right. 19. Tony.
He'll give this to Mixon, running right. Has some room inside the 30. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 19-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
18. Under.
They'll go right back to Mixon. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Flash.
Mixon trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half.
18.
Chubb is in for a touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and it's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They go play action with Mahomes. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
from the shotgun. It's Mahomes. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That pass play, good for 22. Good for a Chiefs first down. Right back to the air for Mahomes. He'll take a shot downfield for Kelsey. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. On fourth down, it's Matt Ariza to punt for KC. And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10. Here's Stroud. This is caught downfield. It's Dell. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks. Because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up second down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Throwing on second down. Stroud. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up the third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
One on target with Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. First down for Houston.
Or 118. What's that? Y'all to the right, y'all to the right. Y'all to the right.
They run out of the gun, and it's Chubb. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
From the 21, here's second and 3.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
So what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
1 quarter remains here in this AFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
All right. 118. Flat.
On the ground is Mixon as we begin the 4th quarter. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
118. 11. South.
To throw is Stroud. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Texans. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
That's the score. Texans 28, Chiefs 17.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Here's Smith to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
They'll send Worthy in motion. They're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. That's going to be incomplete. Looked like they had him for a second. They went into the bag of tricks. It almost worked. It's 2nd down. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. On a short one, caught by Kelsey. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Right back to Kelsey again. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. So future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelsey one more time for a Chiefs 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's catch 3 just on this drop, and it gets his team a 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Forced out left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Mahomes now to throw again. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. It was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position. Check that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 9.
Here we go, let's go.
They'll run a draw with Mixon. And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down.
11.
Now, Stroud. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Here comes Smith on the return. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Here is 1st and 10. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Here's 1st down. Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? Patrick to throw. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Price. His first catch in the wild card game. And good for a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. To the outside. Catch made by Brown. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
it's Mahomes. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. It's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
A run with Pacheco. And he will have the Chiefs first down. They get 5 on 3rd and 2.
Give a lot of credit to the left side of this offensive line. They're the ones who are going to do all of the work here, opening up that lane for their guy to run through. And really nice patience there by the back, letting his blocks develop to make sure he can pick up that first down.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now out of the gun here on 3rd down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
So I'm not sure if this is miscommunication or just bad execution, but either way, this is a ball that just needs to be completed. I mean, it's 4th down, money moment. You've got to be good in these critical situations, and when there's opportunities for plays to be made, you got to make it.
And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And this will be a Texans first down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So it's a win here for the Texans. They are moving on in these playoffs. Won't have a long time to celebrate this one. They get right back to work for the divisional round.